Hello everyone. Today we will present the report using SQL query to analyze oil and gas operation. In this presentation, I will discuss how SQL query are used to analyze the company oil and gas operation over the last quarter, which cover a period of 3 months. Our company manages large data related to oil production and export activities. Using SQL query, we can efficiently extract, filter, and summarize data from different tables, such as export records and daily production report. During this quarter, the company achieved a total production more than 17 million barrels, with strong export performance across all the region. Overall, the company maintains stable operation and consistent output from multiple well and filtration stations. Quarterly sales performance. In this section, I will explain how SQL queries are used to analyze export data. First, we use a select statement with group by to calculate the total exported quantity for each country. For example, we group data by country name and apply the sum function to get total quantity. Next, we calculate total sales revenue by multiply the export quantity by the fixed barrel price of 64 USD. This can also be done directly in SQL using calculate field. Now, my groupmate Abdul he will introduce the next part.
Thank you. I am Abdul Nafiu. My ID is 243286. I will continue from here. Now, I will be discussing the quarterly sales performance, focusing especially on export analysis using SQL queries. To begin with, we used SQL to organize and analyze export data at a country level. This was done using the group by clause, which allowed us to group export records based on country names. By doing this, we are able to clearly compare how different regions are performing in terms of export volume. In addition, we use aggregate functions like sum to calculate the total quantity of oil exported for each country. This gave us a clearer picture of which regions are contributing the most to overall production output. Another important part of our analysis was revenue calculation. We created a calculated field in SQL where we manipulated the total quantity by a fixed price of $64 per barrel. This allowed us to estimate total revenue directly from dataset without needing external calculations. Through this approach, we are able to transform raw operational data into meaningful business insights. The results shows that export performance is consistent across multiple international markets, which indicates a stable and reliable global distribution network. Overall, this analysis highlights how SQL can be used not only for data extraction but also for performance evaluation and strategic decision making. Now, moving on to the operational cost and expense analysis. In this part, we focused on tracking and analyzing different types of expenses using SQL. First, we categorized the costs into key areas such as workforce salaries, equipment maintenance, and electricity uses. These categories are stored in structured SQL tables, which made it easier to manage and analyze the data. Next, we use aggregate functions like sum to calculate which expenses on a monthly basis. This helped us understand how much the company is spending regularly and identify patterns in operational costs. We also ensured that the data was properly grouped and organized so that each expense category could be analyzed separately as well as collectively. After calculating monthly expenses, we extended our analysis to estimate quarterly costs. This was done by multiplying the monthly totals over a 3-month period, allowing us to generate a broader financial overview. This type of analysis is very important because it supports financial planning, budgeting, and total control. By using SQL queries, we are able to efficiently process large amounts of financial data and convert it into useful insights for decision making. Overall, this demonstrates how SQL plays a critical role not only in analyzing revenue but also in managing and optimizing operational expenses.
Hi, my name is Margarita Velasco. So the next slide would be financial results. The total revenue is amounting to $157.7 million, while total expenses are only $3.2 million. This results in a net profit of approximately $154.5 million. This means the company achieved a profit margin of about 98%, showing excellent operational efficiency and cost management. The next slide would be visual data analysis. To better understand the data, we use visual analysis techniques. Charts comparing revenue and expenses help clearly visualize financial performance. We also analyze performance distribution based on country and all type. This visualization make complex SQL data easier to understand, especially for non-technical stakeholders. This improves communication and support better decision making. So to conclude, SQL queries are essential for analyzing oil and gas operations. They enable efficient data extraction, accurate financial calculations, and clear visualization of performance. In the future, advanced SQL techniques can support predictive analytics and further optimization. Thank you.